Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting international craft beers with Dr. Dave. Fabulous. Now for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today. Bear with me because I have no clue what I'm talking about here. I'm going to try to pronounce the name of this brewery. The Harviestoun. Yeah, bear with me. I don't know. Um, yeah, I wrote it down here because the print on the back is so small. It's from the Hillsfoot Village in Scotland. The Hillsfoot Village in Scotland. Never had this beer before. It's the Old Engine Oil Engineer Reserve Blackest Ale. Says it's got malty, chocolate, and roasty. And man, this is nothing to play with because I wrote that down too. 9% alcohol by volume. Now it's a little cool in my hand. Now, I also wrote down it's brewed with Kent Goldings, Fuggles, and Galena hops. So there you have it. It's a little cool in my hand. I do not have this bottle cap. I'm all excited. I got a new bottle cap like a little kid. Oh yeah, man, I got a collection of bottle caps, man. Years ago, I really had a collection of bottle caps, but I sold them. I just didn't have any room for them. Yeah, we'll put that on the fridge for sure. All right, for the occasion, we have this glass that I just washed and rinsed. Make sure your glassware is clean, ladies and gentlemen. Even oh my gosh, do you see the color of that thing coming out of the glass or out of the bottle? Look at that. That's why they call it engine oil. If you don't have clean glass to start with, you're not going to have a good result. No, let's go ahead and pour this straight in and watch see if we can get some foam. Yeah, on a beer like this, yeah, you're going to have to create your own foam. I still got some left in the bottle. We would have to agree that that is engine oil. Yeah. Now, your engine oil really shouldn't be that black. No, if your engine oil is that black, you should have changed it a long time ago. Yeah, because the engine oil to a car is like the blood is to your body. It's the lifeblood of your car engine. Yeah, you don't have to change it as often these days with these modern engines, but you got to pay attention to your engine oil and your coolant. A lot of people want to call it antifreeze. That's okay. You call it antifreeze if you want. It's really coolant though. It cools the engine block. All right, well, we're not going to make a lot of foam on that. We tried. It's a very beautiful tan colored foam. What little bit is there? I'm hoping for big things on this beer. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, that has some lovely dark roasted malts. Now it said chocolate on the label. It's right there. It says chocolate on the label, but I'm not picking up the chocolate. Maybe in the taste we shall. Hey, many thanks to the brewers there in Scotland. You know what? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I ever had a beer from Scotland before. I don't know. I'd love to go to Scotland one day, but it probably won't happen. Yeah, but I think about them. Yeah, no doubt. Ah, look at that beer. So many cheers to the brewers in Scotland for bringing this beer to the States, and cheers to you at home for watching. No doubt. Oh, wow. Ooh-wee. Roasted malts, dark roasted malts. Mm. I'm not picking up the chocolate in there. I was hoping for a little bit of sweetness from the chocolate. Wow. I tell you right straight away, this beer would be an excellent accompaniment to a steak dinner. This beer would be perfect for a top sirloin steak dinner. No doubt about it, baby. Ribeye, whatever you like. Yeah. Yeah, the steak is not going to overpower this, and neither will the butter on your baked potato and the asparagus or whatever else you have with that steak dinner. Yeah, this beer is strong. Small sips are in order for this beer. Now, I tell you what, the one thing I don't get in this beer is the 9% alcohol. When I saw that 9%, I said, wow, that is a lot of alcohol for this kind of beer. But I don't pick it up at all. It's very smooth, very easy drinking, and it belies the fact that it's 9%, which makes it super dangerous. And look at the lacing that's clinging to the side of that glass. Now, if I drink a little bit more and I put my stir stick in here with a little bit of effort, I could probably make the foam come up, but it's not going to last. These kind of beers, it's not going to be a beer where you can make the foam come up to the top. You're not going to get an inch of foam. You might get a half inch, but not an inch. Uh, like I said, this beer would be best paired with a steak dinner, even meatloaf, something like that, some kind of good meat. I don't know about fish. Steak dinner would be good. And man, that roasted malt is really lingering on my palate right now. A little bit of bitterness in here, but not much. Just a little bit of bitterness. I was hoping for some sweetness from the malt, a little bit of chocolate, because it does say on here, well, what it says is malt chocolatey. Malt chocolatey. Now, as the beer warms, it may bring forth some chocolate, but right now, it's still a little bit on the cool side. I could have let it sit out on the countertop a little bit longer, but it is what it is, you know. Let's drink a little bit more. Now, that tasted a little bit chocolatey right there. Yeah, so I'm sure another 10 to 15 minutes out on the counter, and this beer will warm up nicely and it'll be a whole different experience. Now, what I could do is turn this video off and make another video, but I'm not going to do that. And the reason I moved my hand up there is I'm trying to get some heat transfer in here for the last minute or so I can tell you if it changes. Definitely picking up a little bit of chocolate right now. So I'm going to go with nice, deep, dark roasted malts. And it does have that sweetness from the chocolate. It's coming in now. Ooh, that is good. This is 9% alcohol, people. Remember that. You got to be careful with those kind of beers. Now, I don't know if this is served in America anywhere on tap or even in bottles. I don't recall seeing this beer until this very moment in time. But yeah, if you're going to be out and about, you want to drink this, it's all good and well. Just keep in mind it's 9% alcohol. Yeah, I'm not your daddy, and I'm not giving you a public service announcement. I'm just telling you to be careful. Harviestown, Harviestown. Or maybe that's pronounced town. Harveston? Harveston? Harveston. I'll look that up on Google, see if I can find how to pronounce that. But in the meantime, if you enjoy dark roasted beers with a little bit of chocolate in them, this is the beer for you, my friends. Full body, full mouthfeel, and it's got light carbonation. Yeah, it doesn't have a whole lot of carbonation, but this style of beer doesn't usually have that much. But yeah, life is short. Let's be happy, my friends. And to that end, until we meet next time, is wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure, but the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast, and if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer, but I like my Pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and you know, I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.